Good morning and welcome to Fresh, the show all about food, entertainment, design, and wellness. And we've got a great show ahead and we will hit on all of those topics. But right now we're at the Nappanee Pizza Company right here in Nappanee. And with me is Tim Harmen and Ryan Mitterly. And we'll talk with Ryan in just a second. But right now we're going to talk with owner Tim. How are you today?
Pretty good. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you so much for letting us come in and invade you today. And we're going to be making a pizza here in a second. But why don't you go ahead and tell the viewers about Nappanee Pizza Company, how you got started and what brought you along to pizza?
Well, we started here in Nappanee April last year. It's sort of an offshoot of another store we have in Bourbon called Bourbon Street Pizza. We started that 3.5 years ago, and we decided that Nappanee was right for us. We thought it was a good area to start a pizza place, and here we are.
And here you are. And last week you were kind enough to make some pizza for us, and it was delicious. There's a lot of good things here that you guys do offer, but Ryan's going to demonstrate. And while he's demonstrating, I'll ask you a couple more questions. But Ryan, you're really good at what you do. You toss the pizza pretty well. And how long have you been in the pizza industry?
I'd say close to 8 years. All right. Yep.
And you're the manager here at the Nappanee Pizza Company. And there's a technique that you're pretty good at.
Yes, and that's.
Mm-hmm. So you're going to demonstrate.
Okay.
So he's going to demonstrate what he's good at. I'm going to ask Tim a couple more questions where you're going ahead and doing that. And Tim, you guys offer something pretty unique during the lunch hours. It's dollar slices.
We do. It's $1 a slice. We usually have 4 or 5 varieties, like an all-meat pizza, supreme, cheese, pepperoni. We might throw in a different pizza here and there, but it's $1 slice Monday through Friday, 11 to 1.
11 to 1. So on your lunch break, you can come down, get pretty quickly, get a great tasting piece of pizza.
Well, we think so. We think it's really good. We use really good ingredients. We've got great pizza makers, and we have a pretty good reputation, so I hope you all come out.
Absolutely. And what's one of your most popular pizzas?
Most popular is probably the Supreme or the 5 meats. Boy, we sell a variety of everything. If it's on the menu, it sells.
And what's your favorite pizza?
Gosh, it depends on the day. I'd say overall the Supreme. A little bit of meat, a little bit of veggies.
And I know last week we made a cheese, and it was bubbling and delicious.
Well, awesome. Like I said, if it's on the menu, it does pretty well.
That's right. And Ryan's doing a really good job here, and he's the manager here. When people come in, they're going to see you. They're going to see Ryan. We talk about shopping local, being here, supporting local companies, and that's one of the great things.
Right. Ryan's really good at what he does, and he's a guy. I don't want to say I stole from someone else, but he and I used to work together, and we got hooked up. And he's a really great guy and a great pizza maker.
Well, it looks like we're about ready to put some toppings on the pizza here. What kind of pizzas are we going to make?
Probably going to start off with a Supreme and a 5 meat, 2 of our best sellers.
Great. Well, let's go ahead and top these pizzas.
Okay, awesome.
All right, we are ready to top the pizza. We've got some great ingredients we're going to put on. And as you're going, why don't you tell us about the fresh ingredients that you guys do use here?
Well, we cut all our veggies. The sauce we make fresh every day. We use one of the finest tomato products on the market. We have our own spice mix, our own recipe, kind of a secret. It's a good tasting sauce. It really is one of the best sauces you're going to find. I've got to go ahead and top some pizzas right here. We've got actually orders in already, so we're going to go ahead and get started on that and top them down the line.
Great, go ahead. And I know last week, this was my first time at Nappanee Pizza Company, and I got to taste the pizza, and I said, you're just so passionate about what you do. It shows in your food, it shows in your work. And I said, something is right here, and you said it's the sauce. It's all about the sauce.
Well, I think it's a key ingredient, but we're pretty much a perfectionist, and we like to make it as best as possible. We always give it our best, and hopefully the customer enjoys it.
Absolutely. I worked at a pizza place very shortly in college. It was not the specialty of where I worked, but I did make them, and no passion, and it definitely showed. And here, the passion is there. How long have you been in the industry?
Oh gosh, doing pizza. It's really my second go around. I started in 2000. And I sold a pizza place in 2003. I would say 6 to 7 years.
Great. So you've been around, you know what you're doing, and we've got some great looking pizzas here. So all this sauce, it smells delicious. Every single week, I sound like a broken record. We need smell-o-vision. All right, what are we going to top these with?
We're going to start off with a 5 meat, which is 5 different types of meats: ham, sausage, ground beef, bacon, and pepperoni. Going to go to a Supreme, which is a little mixture of veggies and meat. And then we've got a veggie pizza we'll have to make too.
Great. Well, let's get started here. Now this is all fresh stuff. You're getting this shipped in. It's not sitting around. Good ingredients.
It's really, I think, one of the best, the finest toppings you are going to get. We really do search and try not to skimp on the quality.
And I don't think you are cheap at all with their toppings. You're very generous. There's lots on there.
Yeah, sometimes we go a little overboard, which was
That's not a problem for me.
well, that's a good problem to have, I suppose. But again, we really try to do the best that we can do, and we are perfectionists.
Great. So we got some sausage. What do you think sets you apart from other pizza companies in general?
Oh gosh, well, I think it's our strive for perfection. It really is. We always say it starts off with making a good crust. Again, Ryan's one of the best in the business. Then it starts with saucing it properly and topping it properly, and it just boils down to if you care or not. I really think that's basically what separates.
You
us.
do.
Well, thank you. We thank you.
And one of my favorite parts, I was in here, like I keep saying, last weekend. When it comes out of the oven, what do you do to it? And it's really, really good.
Well, we sprinkle or we brush a little butter on it, and we just try to shape it, make sure that it not only is topped right, but it looks right. So I think appearance is one of the key factors too.
Great. So this one's about done. Or are we putting pepperoni on it?
We're going to put pepperoni on it, and then we're going to stick it in the oven.
Great. And Ryan is following closely behind. They're busy this morning. They've got lots of orders in already. And if they can call you, you guys deliver as well, correct?
We deliver 7 days a week, lunch and dinner. We're open roughly from 10:30 to 10 o'clock at night.
Great. And actually, you can come in and sit down as well and have a dinner.
We do. We do. We have dine-in. Dine-in, carry-out delivery. We have a little theme here. It's in Nappanee. We sort of do a Nappanee Northwood theme, and we do that in Bourbon with Triton schools, and put pictures of the old town on the walls and stuff. People really like that, and we like to take that elsewhere.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to stick this in the oven so you can go ahead and get started here, and we're going to top it with the pepperoni real quick. And Ryan, what is this? A supreme here you've got?
Sure is.
Beautiful as well. And you tossed all these crusts. He does a great job. I'm getting hungry. Is it hard working here or not? Or do you dip in and eat a little bit?
It's I get hungry every once in a while making so many pizzas, but you eat it so much you get tired of it. But
It's still good every time.
yeah.
Well, great job. And Tim's finishing up here. And Tim, obviously we have pizzas. It's Nappanee Pizza Company. What other great things do you offer here?
Oh, we have pastas, we have appetizers. We tend to keep it simple. We don't get into the big menu that a lot of places do. Simplicity, I think, allows us to do it better. And if you keep it simple and just honestly just keep it somewhat basic, serve a good pizza, you should do well.
That looks beautiful. Sticking it in the oven. And there it goes. It'll be done here soon. Well, as we're wrapping up, Tim, why don't you go ahead and tell the viewers where you're located. You also have your location in Bourbon that we talked about, your website, where they can find you and come get some good pizza.
We have a phone number, 574, obviously 773-9600. That's Nappanee, 342-3032 in Bourbon. You can find us in the book. We've got our cars out on the road all the time, and there's not a problem to find us.
Tim, thank you so much for opening up your store today. Ryan, thank you. And we will be back after a short break, so don't go anywhere.